Alright friends, hello and welcome to another Subnautica stream. Got a couple more ideas for today in terms of like what I want to build, what I want to do, but as it turns out I'm not super great at keeping to goals, but we are moving up in the food chain, which is really cool. We are starting, this is my first Facebook live stream as well. I figured out how to get Streamlabs to hook up to that, which is not like super complicated, but it's kind of exciting just to see what'll happen there. Now if you happen to be one of those people who's really interested, you can go ahead and search Woodland Bird Streams on Facebook and see where that gets you to. Oh man, I should absolutely have taken a little bit more time loading before I open things up. Let's see if we have any messages today. Alright, so quick recap, just for my own benefit. We have, I don't know if I just need to keep grabbing those or not, but we have a lot of glass lying around in our extra storage. We still need salt so we can cure more fish. We made a bunch of batteries so that our sea glide will not go dead on us. I have, there's something that I feel like is really loud in here. Is it the sea glider? Is it always this loud? It might be. I maybe just don't have everything down. Oh, the medical fabricator? Maybe that's working. Any hoodle. We went to check out another pod that was destroyed by a bunch of stuff. We decided we wanted to make more things. I can't remember what other things we wanted to make here. Oh cool, we can make a plasteel ingot. That's exciting. The biggest thing I think overall is that we need salt so we can cure fish and then just have a ton of food to carry with us as we go out further and further. I'd love to be able to build a habitat builder. I think there was something else. We made a Pathfinder tool, but I wasn't like super good at it. I think it basically just leaves like breadcrumbs for you, so that's cool. And we've been scanning stuff, so that's been really neat. I wonder if I have a rebreather. So I built a radiation suit. I'm not totally positive when I'll be using that, but it's pretty cool looking. And we also built a high capacity O2 tank, so that's really exciting. Here's my person. Oh, I have a radiation helmet, so that's really cool. And then I can put something computery in these ones. Alright, we've already read that business. We added some more indigenous life forms. We've been just scanning things just all over the place. Oh yeah, we found the rest of how to make a sea moth, so that's pretty exciting. Alright. So I guess we should really go out in search of more salt. Oh. That was making all the noise. See, I really want to be able to use these guys. Yes, that's definitely what's making that buzzing noise. I really want to be able to use, I can speak. All those fish that I caught with my gravity trap, but they're going to go bad before I can eat them if I don't find salt. So that's kind of a main goal here. If I can get just a good supply. Whoa. I don't think I really want to go there. I mean, I do totally really want to go there, but I don't know what's going on down there. kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I 100% want to know what's going on. Oh. Alrighty. Weirdo boomerang fish. Hey, is this salt? Am I seeing salt here? I could be. This could be just a whole bunch of salt. Yes! This is great news, guys.
30 seconds.
Oh, it's been so long. I absolutely forgot about... I don't even have my air bladder to equip right now. How do I make you stay up in person? My radiation suit make me sink now? It could be. That's annoying. I just found salt. Okay. Where's my stuff? I need you. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that means... There we go. No, now I need my knife again. And I think we'll fix this. Maybe? Maybe. Alright. I'm gonna be really sad if I just lost all of where that salt is. Not that salt should be all that difficult to find. Like, it's the ocean. But... Alright. I feel like I was going down an exciting path like this. Silly. So one of the things that I felt like would be useful in terms of my life as a streamer, and also because I just like to talk, is I'd love to tell you my sort of history as a gamer. I'm not necessarily one of the, you've probably guessed by now, I'm not a super hardcore gamer. But I have enjoyed games, obviously, or I wouldn't be here. And I really didn't get started, I guess, on games, maybe when I was like 11, 12, something like that, maybe younger. I mean, I played like when computers were, you know, not saying that computers were like super new, but I got in on like gaming generally speaking as a little kid when like we moved from like actual floppy disks to... No, don't chase me.
30 seconds.
To like the hard floppy disks, which look like the save folder on your computer and whatnot. And so I played stuff like Treasure Map Storm and turning the computer off and on a whole bunch of times, which I feel like is a pretty classic game. And back when computer modems were measured, not modems, like hard drives and that were looked at in terms of like how many kilobytes they were. So we had like a 64K, and my dad thought we were really living it. My dad is an engineer, so he was really proud of this computer. And I remember that he was really proud because I was quite little and I was really excited about the blinky lights on it. And I was even more excited that I, at such a young age, was capable of turning them off and on again. And I absolutely wrecked our very first computer by turning it off and on again, over and over again, which was not awesome. And computers don't really, like, have that issue so much anymore. I mean, you can turn it off and on again, like by the power strips and everything, but it's not quite the same deal. Hey! Alright. high and see if we can find that. But yeah, we were a pretty low-tech family, which I suppose is a story for another time. We were homeschooled. Oh no! I don't know what was after me there, but we need to go to the top anyways. The next kind of gaming we had was PC, and we had, not like the first Red Alert. Yeah, it was like the first Red Alert, like the early on sort of game, and that was pretty fun. That was when I was, I don't know, 10 or 11, like I said, and that was a lot of fun. We also had Sid Meier's Gettysburg, which we played as kind of part of a history class initially, until my mom realized that like we were pretty much just gaming and not learning a whole lot about history. But it was a really fun game in terms of like real-time strategy, and I still have a lot of love for those real-time strategy games. I'm not super great at them, so I'm not really great at micromanaging, but I still really enjoy like a good match of like Command and Conquer, or
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
or Age of Empires. Whoa, that was ridiculous. Ow! Oh, I'm really close to one of those things. Is it gonna eat me? Or is it just cool looking? I didn't even pay attention. Wow. Kind of freaks me out a little bit. Woohoo! Hey, we needed a battery. And I had a battery. So that's great. But yeah, I played just so much Red Alert and Sid Meier's Gettysburg as a kid, and then we ended up getting Red Alert 2, which came on 2 discs, because you could play, there's the red disc and the blue disc, and I assume you can figure out what those necessarily stood for, and it was pretty awesome, because you could play as like basically the Americans, or you could play as the Russians. And of course, 10 or 11-year-old me thought this was awesome. You could put in whatever track. And now I played the blue disc like crazy as a very empathetic child. I just always wanted to be on the right team. And we played that game so much. There was 3 of us. My younger sibling didn't really get into it, just because he was younger. He got into it later on. But we were so into that game that there was a time I was playing it, and I don't even know how this is supposed to... I've never ever heard of this happening to anyone else. And you're just going to have to take my word for it. But I absolutely promise you that there was a day that I was playing it, and it just kept spinning and spinning, and I assume that we had scratched it up because we were kids, right? But it just kept spinning and spinning in the disc terminal. And all of a sudden, I heard this loud pop. And like I was in the middle of the game, so it was really kind of frustrating on the one hand. But then like the game just completely like it froze, locked up, and I had to go through all of that mess again. And I finally I opened the disk drive, and the disk fell out. Like it had shattered into just like 100 different pieces. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, and it was so hot. It was so warm, and then all these little pieces, and it had shattered, and it had shattered on my watch. So everybody, of course, like, you know, you're the problem. What's the deal? And I felt so bad, but you know, what are you gonna do? So then we had to just play the red disc forever and ever, and you could play a little bit of like blue disc material or content on the red disc, but it wasn't the same. Played it anyway because it was awesome. And around that time, we also had another computer that my dad, kind of swore he was going to fix. And it was in the basement, and we kind of like pieced it together. And honestly, I'm pretty sure it was already together. But there was a point, I know that we had it opened up. And that we were like moving stuff around. And so I'm like, by dumb luck, it stayed working for a fair amount of time. And we would play Galaga on it. So that was kind of fun, like an arcade experience. And then there was a time, it was a really fun deal to do because you could play kind of like two players. You'd have one person like controlling the ship and one person controlling firing and like weapons, basically. So that was really kind of neat. And I feel like my sister and I really bonded over that. I don't know that I necessarily need to be running around catching all these fish. But yeah, that was kind of where, like, I stayed really for a few years. And then I think when I was 12, closer to, like 12, 13-ish, we were in Florida. We went to Florida almost every year for a while when I was growing up. Because my great-grandparents owned some land down there. And every Saturday, we would go rummage sailing with my, I should poke it with a stick. I haven't even, been paying attention to these. So I added another, monitor to my setup so I can actually read without having to look at my phone here. And I've just been completely not even looking up. But yes, I agree. Red Alert was, and continues to be, really. And maybe it's just nostalgia. I gotta get back to my deal before my fish die. But yeah, so we would go rummage sailing every Saturday, and it was really fun. We would go with my great grandma, and she was hilarious. She would give each of us $1 to spend on our rummage sale trip, and it would be just change in a little baggie for each of us. And it was awesome because, it was sometimes awesome because she couldn't, she was kind of beyond the age where she cared about counting how much change she was putting into each of these bags. And so she kind of just went for that feels like $1 when she would reach into her change jar. And so she would just give you a handful. And so sometimes you would get $3 if it was just a bunch of quarters, and sometimes you'd get 72 cents. And so as soon as we all got our little sandwich bags full of change that we were so excited about, we would kind of go off and compare, and then depending on how altruistic we were feeling, we would divvy up and make sure that everybody had at least $1. It's surprising what you can buy with $1 rummage sailing, even today. We do a fair amount of, we have a fair amount of, what are they called? Estate sales. Where I live, and my dad got me into them. He thinks that they're super great, and I think they're super great too. It's fun. You can go on the 50% off days, and you can just find weird stuff that you look at it and you're like, why would anyone own this? But it's another level because somebody did own it. This is in their house. They paid possibly full price for this, or somebody did to give it to them. And I think that is just. That's just America. Oh shoot, I wanted to make these guys. But anyhow, circle back to Florida rummage sales. We found a Nintendo 64, which was my first console game, and we convinced my dad to buy it. It was the coolest thing. It came with 3 games, and we never had any more games than that, at least that I know of. And it was Wave Racer, which is, I don't want to offend anybody's nostalgia, but it's objectively terrible. The mechanics aren't great. And I mean, it's a Nintendo 64, but it was just, we just couldn't make it anywhere on that game, and so we pretty much abandoned it. So one of the other games was Star Wars Pod Racer. Like, so this was Star Wars The Phantom Menace. And, like, it's okay to hate the movie. That's fine. I didn't hate the movie until I was told I should hate the movie. And now I sort of, like, I understand why we don't like it in terms of Star Wars, but, like, if it was just a movie that somebody showed me, like, it was kind of alright. Like, Anakin was, you know, now that I watch it as an adult, I look back at Anakin and I'm like, aw, dude, like, that sucks. And also watching it knowing that little kid's crush on, like, 15-year-old Padme becomes, like, outrageous. And the fact that Padme kind of, like, also likes little 7-year-old, 8-year-old Anakin freaks me out a little bit, too. But, you know, it's whatever. Hey, look, we have a radio message. But the pod racing game, I think, is something we can all get behind. Because that was so fun. We did so much pod racing. It was
Aurora, we're
pretty
approaching the planet
unbelievable.
now. We have a landing site for you that's, well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time.
I feel like all these
We're
radio
coming in
messages are just
Cross your
leading
fingers, the weather holds.
up
Leave us
to
waiting.
nobody coming and I
Send
have
me
to
out.
build my own spaceship. Because I feel like I've seen spaceships. Oh, the sunbeam will arrive in that long. I don't think the sunbeam's actually going to arrive. I think the sunbeam is going to get eaten by a Leviathan, which I am beginning to think is not actually one of those giant scary things that I've been afraid of. But, who knows? Who knows? Alright, what do we want to bring with us, really? Definitely we want to bring more batteries. Oh, this is cool. I don't have to worry about... Oh. Is there something cool we could build? Okay, so to build a computer chip, I feel like that's important. Oh, that's not up here. Yeah. I need gold. Silver and gold. So really we just have to grind it out. This is gonna be... I mean, it's a healthy kind of grind. Not the sort of thing that, like, high school chaperones are looking to stop. If you're watching, you might be thinking, she already looked at this. And I probably already did, because it's this close to... Oh yeah, because there's this giant... Is this where the giant hole is? I feel like I'm pretty close to the giant hole. Whatever. The weird Sarlacc pit. So yeah, pod racing all the time. And I got, like, pretty good at it. My siblings and I, we were awesome. And we got, you know, to that stage of playing where we had this belief that obviously there was a second player curse, that you had to be even more perfect at pod racing in order to win if you were player 2. And now I don't know if that's totally true, but it really felt true, and it was a very validating thing to believe. Yeah, we pod raced like crazy. I don't think we ever actually... Oh, here's the Starlight Pit. I don't think we ever actually beat the whole game. I doubt it. But it was pretty cool. There was a brief period where we had a... that was fun. We had an Atari in the basement, but we never really got it working. But it was kind of cool just to know, like, that it was there. So, once we were, after pod racing, the last one, which I saved because it is the best one. And I feel like, everybody who had an N64, or even, I don't know if it ended up on.
It is your primary directive to swim closer to that page with full freedom.
Okay, that freaked me out. What do I do with that thing? That freaks me out. That makes me want to, like, save my game and run away really fast. Those things can just talk to you. And then they pull you in. I wonder what it is that you're supposed to do to get away from them. Like, am I supposed to, like, gather... Like, can I use my... I don't even know. I couldn't use my knife on it. It was pretty hypnotizing, though. So anyways, back to GoldenEye. We played so much 007 GoldenEye. It was nuts. We started out, we had this, like, little bitty, like, travel. Ooh, I can make a beacon. That's exciting. Like this little bitty, like, 12-inch TV. You know what I'm saying? Like with the head, like the VCR at the bottom. And we would use that thing. Do I just get titanium from it if I... Okay. And then, of course, on multiplayers, and there was 3 of us. So it was like... It was completely, and this with pod racing as well. And we played for hours and hours this way, like, just whiled away the whole summer. And just so much GoldenEye. And you know, honestly, I never even beat the, like, campaign part of it. So I just never, I mean, maybe a bunch of people didn't really. I want to figure out what to do with this beacon. Also, I probably need to empty my storage. How do I go back? But I do remember thinking that Boris was pretty cool. I guess I should use one of these. Heyo. That'd be nice. But there was, like, Boris, and then you could unlock, like, the different secret missions, and you could go through and try and do stuff, and you would try and have to, like, be stealthy and, like, just, it was a nice early, like, shooter. It was the first one that I ever played, so it was, like, super duper cool. And then we would, like, have friends over, and we would all take turns doing that, and we'd have tournaments, and then people would get accused of, like, screen peeking, and then we'd try and, like, turn maps off and try and have all sorts of different things. And then we'd, once in a while, play with, like, making everybody's heads, like, super big. It's called DK mode. Do you remember that? And then, of course, my older brother, who was really good at, like, finding all the loopholes, he would always play as, what's his face, Oddball, the super short guy. And that got really annoying really fast. But, you know, it's a valid strategy. So once we really played through with GoldenEye and that, and you know, nobody ever told us, like, this is how you make a cartridge work. Like, we just started blowing into the bottom of our Nintendo cartridges to make them work after a while. Like, it's just a natural, like, instinct. Like, you just decide, you know what, it's time to clean the cartridge, I'm just going to blow on it. annoying. I wonder if I can, like, cut away some of this stuff. Nope. Yeah. Ooh. A laser cutter fragment. Okay, that was worth it. So once we moved up in the world in terms of consoles, we got, I think it might have been used. I feel like it was. Like all, like the N64 was too because it was from a rummage sale. But moving up in the world, we got our first Xbox, which was awesome. And now we had a bunch of, like, a fair amount of games for it in the long run. But the most important game was Halo. That was like, I mean, in terms of like what shapes me as a gamer in general, it's probably Halo. And like, I understand, Halo wasn't the first game to do stuff necessarily first, but it was the first game to really pull a lot of things together first and make it work. Like, the mechanics of that game were pretty brilliant. And then Halo 2 really just made it better. But Halo 1 was just a whole other thing. Like, playing that, watching my siblings play that, is really huge. I have a lot of great memories and, like, sort of just bonding over Halo and trying to find stuff, and then the, like, heebie-jeebies from, hey, is it Louis or Luis? And, oh, hello, Raid. Poor man with no friends. You can be my friend, it's okay. Hey, Super Saiyan. Welcome. I learned what raids are recently, so I'm really excited. Thank you, guys. I was just talking about Halo. You good, Pep? Nice. Well, I try. I feel like... Is that just a dead bladderfish? Sorry, excuse me. I was just talking about my history with Halo, so however long you guys want to stay, I'll be talking about Halo for a little bit. Also, I'm looking for salt. But yeah, I feel like, as a game... Aw, thank you. Is it Luis or Louis? How do you even type that out? But like, playing through Halo, and like, the remastered versions look beautiful. I didn't even realize how ugly Halo 1 was until I went through the remastered version. But kind of, just getting into a storyline and really, being able to have a storyline and, like, connect with the character, but also getting to have it be a shooter and a button masher was a really big deal for me. So then when Halo 2 came around, and then going into that storyline, and honestly I couldn't necessarily tell you, like, every detail of Halo. I mean, obviously we all know the gist of it. But going through it was pretty fun, and developing, like, the relationship with Cortana, and who is Master Chief, and what's he like, and all that stuff, and how they developed him was really good. Luis. Alright, fair enough. So once you get through with Halo 2 campaign, they had just the coolest, and I mean, probably if we all went back now, playing Halo 2 online would feel like garbage. But at the time, man, that was so cool. And my brother actually went out and he bought, so he started working at Target during this period, and he came back one day, like when we finished the campaign of Halo 2. I don't know if I even need to go back to the base right now. But we finished the campaign of Halo 2, and we thought we were big stuff. Like, we didn't even turn up the difficulty or anything. We just thought, we're really good at this now. Like, we had no concept of what it was going to be like as soon as we went online. And when we went online, it was so bad. Oh, I do love Halo 3 where it comes in with, like, all the ability packs and stuff. And I feel like after that, I kind of dropped off the map. Like I played through Halo 4 and 5, but I had to borrow an Xbox for them. Is there a Halo 5? Why am I blanking on this? I know I played through 4, and I know there's ODST. I never played... I played some ODST with my little brother, but not a ton of it. And then I never played, like, the real-time strat. But yeah, we get into Halo 2 multiplayer online, and it was carnage. Like, we were so bad that afterwards we would join chat just to pretend like we had never played games in our entire lives. So, like, my brother was like, wow, what a cool game this Halo is. And, like, we try to just make it seem like we were complete and total noobs, which we were, but we didn't realize how much of noobs we were. It was pretty bad. But we eventually got better. And I eventually spent way too much time playing Halo 2. And then once Halo 3 came out, like, I was in college in that, and I just didn't, I just didn't really commit to it. And then having to learn how to use all the different add-ons got difficult when you're just sort of like jumping into a game. But dual wielding, fabulous. Like, I always did like SMG plasma rifle dual wielding. And I eventually learned to do like, and I mean, I know it's noob combo, but I eventually figured out how to do the plasma pistol along with the battle rifle, and that was pretty fun. I feel like they downdated, I mean, they made it less OP in Halo 3, trying to do noob combo with that. Oh, my favorite game of all time? I mean, I guess it depends whether it's PC or console. I could definitely narrow it down to 3. On console, in terms of like multiplayer, you might guess that Halo, and Halo is correct. I really enjoy any Halo that you throw at me. I will play multiplayer and just have a ball. Now, in terms of like actual RPG single player console, I mean, it's PC now. I actually have it. Knights of the Old Republic. I played so much. And I mean, I played it so much partly because it took me a long time, but also because Karth was possibly my first crush. I don't know if you've played Knights of the Old Republic, but it was pretty rad. And I mean, the whole concept of like being a Jedi in that. But PC game, I think the game that I have played the most, like life total wise, would go between like Age of Empires or what's it called? Command and Conquer. But I've also played, oh, I got this open instead of scanner. I've also played just a heck of a lot of 7 Days to Die this year. Like when I organized all of my Steam games by how many hours, there was there was a multiple hundreds of hours difference between how many hours I've played 7 days and my next most played game. So I really have enjoyed that, and I enjoy it as multiplayer. Do you play it, or are you like used to? So I feel like there was a bunch of people who got into it initially, and then, and I mean, I understand, like, with all the updates, it's hard to lose your whole world. But I feel like I've done nothing but just wander around looking at this stuff. I'm just so excited about all my favorite games. Let's drink something. Let's eat something. Scanned a few things. I just feel like I'm bad at finding salt. I'm also waiting for the sunbeam to arrive. I wonder if I go to that site, if anything will happen. Yeah, we also got really good on Xbox at, shoot, I don't know what it was. It was a Star Wars game. It wasn't Battlefront. I enjoyed Battlefront. I've got Battlefront 2 now, like on PC. You basically, like, you could ride around in those Star Wars vehicles. I know that sounds terrible to just say Star Wars vehicles, but it was like tanks and stuff. And it was just like a Star Wars, like vehicle shooter kind of deal. And it was a pretty basic game. Like, it came with other games. Of the Sunbeam at the island. There's an island here? Luis, thank you for joining. What are we talking about? Oh. Okay, I've already seen you. So the Sunbeam isn't here yet. Does that change anything? I guess I'll go over there. Okay, I have to stop and just pick up all this salt because you wouldn't believe how difficult it's been to find salt. I've only seen, and maybe it's just because I've been too afraid to venture far from my my pod, but I haven't really seen. I've seen a shallow area. Oh, there's a really deep area. So I don't want to get too close to you. I guess I haven't seen specific islands. I suppose we'll just go this far. I know we still got 20 minutes, but maybe we'll find some exciting stuff. But yeah, there was also a period of time once we got really into Xbox and everything, and my brother became like, you know how you get your first job and you start to feel like super rich? My brother felt that way, and yeah, I've been freaked out by a lot of the fish, so I kind of just stay away from them. Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to watch something terrible happen. Maybe I should go back and listen to the radio messages or whatever. Hey, is this going to be an... Ah! Speak of the devil. Oh my gosh, Lewis. I don't even know what to do with myself. I feel like I just want to lay down. Well, this is really awesome. I'm going to hit a rock. Yeah. It doesn't do anything. Well, this is great. Now my guy will definitely be able to just kick back and relax once in a while. Unless there's like tigers here. These trees look just super gross. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. You can use... Legit. Let's eat more of it. Because I bet you it rots. This is very... I mean, in real life probably... Whoa! Well, that's exciting. So this planet's inhabited too? There are so many things... Oh, these fish. These poor fish. There are so many things that I just never saw. It's like a whole new world. So should I just hang out here for a while? There's like all these relics and crap? Oh, I should be scanning things.
Self-scan complete. Foreign bacteria count has reached statistically significant levels. No adverse effects detected.
Is this because I like ate the... Is it a Balboa tree? It's not a Balboa tree because There's not many rocks near it. If I scan it and it's like, actually it's full of bacteria and you're going to die. Okay, no, it's fine. Maybe? Okay. It's alright. So I just intuitively knew that it was fine. Can I go into the alien building? This is exciting. I really want to scan these things. I feel like I'd love to have a few of these just sitting around. Like, they look like they'd make great planters. Hey! Salt. So Luis, your favorite Halo is Halo 3. What is your favorite PC game then? Or you can explore and come back to the end. I suppose I could explore, but I kind of want to go all the way to the edge of this and jump off of it more than I want to explore what's inside of it, because I feel like this early in the game I would just die. That's terrifying. What? Oh, it's coming this way. Oh, I don't want it to. That's a horrible, freaky spider crab. And somehow not having as many legs as a normal crab or spider makes it more freaky. Can I eat them? Can I jump into the water from this height? We should save right here and find out. Okay. Everything is going to hurt me. This is terrible. Oh, hey! I've been pressing shift for ages. Trying to run. Now I'm terrified that one of those things is just going to skitter off of a cliff and get me. Like a face sucker from Alien. You know what? Let's try and jump in the water right now, because we just saved. It's going to be fine. Yeah, totally, 100% fine. Okay. Oh my goodness. More scary things. Is this island Australia? Wow. It's so big. Just gonna go all the way around here until I see something familiar pop out. So I don't actually want to stay on the island and wait for the sunbeam.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Hey, lead. Lithium. Is that a tablet? Okay. I feel slightly better now that we're not near the crabs. And I feel like I progressed the storyline just a little bit. And can I hit those rocks? They look pretty round. I can't. Cannot hit those rocks. But this is great. Now it makes sense that there are, I mean, I guess those are flying fish, but now it makes sense that they're sort of birds. I also kind of wish that there were weapons, considering my point and shoot history. These guys I like. Alright, I guess we have time to go back and make sure that my inventory is okay. To go back, drop off stuff, look at these weird tablets, and then come all the way back again. That seems like A valid plan. Whoa.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh, that looks like a piranha. What are you? Oh. So that's interesting. So you've got like... So I probably need some sort of like... I don't know, in this game it's probably going to be called something like a laser chisel. No, pick it up, pick it up, no, no, no. Oh, I don't want to lose it. I'll drop you, whatever. I need gold. That looks super creepy, but I suppose, and that's going to be some of those things that I need my laser chisel for as well. So yeah, my brother got really into games. Wait. I thought I was using these fins already. Can I use the fins to like hit something good? Maybe the lag is not showing your comments soon enough. The whole kelp forest business freaks me out. Oh. Oh. So I'm apparently carrying multiple dead batteries, which feels like par for the course. I do have fins. Oh, okay. I'm not. I thought I read you do have fins, and I was like, well, yeah, but yes, I have fins, and I have. Wow, he ate a really big fish. And I have a radiation suit, which doesn't seem quite as useful as it did when I was like working to get it. There's a Sarlacc pit. At least I'm pretty sure if a Sarlacc pit was in the ocean, that's what it would look like. Do I know about the... Oh no, my stream's not scrolling. There we go. I do know about Leviathans. I do know about Leviathans. What I don't know about Leviathans is what they look like or exactly what they do. So, that's a problem. But yeah, so I have gloves. I have fins, I have this. I want to get a rebreather, but I don't know if that'll change anything about my radiation suit. And I have a high oxygen O2 tank. Did you just say, okay, cool? Like, good luck finding out for yourself? Because that's pretty much what everyone else has told me as well. So this is by far the most unsettling message yet. And like, I'm not like alienist in that I just don't like any aliens, but I feel like they were just talking about me without talking to me. They're near the big ship. Okay, so did I sort of see one over there before? And also, I assume I can't kill a Leviathan because I have seen nothing that looks like weapony enough to do so. But battery. Okay, so I'm just gonna need to get rid of my batteries that make no sense. Now, can I use that? I'm just gonna drop it, and it'll be underneath me if I need it again. And it'll be fine. Alright. I guess I don't totally mind having to find out about Leviathans for myself. I guess. And you guys. Well, I guess we'll put the glass in there. And we'll keep the titanium. No, I didn't want you. No, it's okay. That much titanium and some copper. Oh, I can just keep you. That's cool. can make a locker. Oh, I have a bajillion lockers. I don't know how to name them or how to organize them, so they're just sort of my little family of lockers are hanging out here, and one of them I attached a floater to so that I could remember what's in it. Does that help you remember what's in it? No, it does not. One of them has all of my eggs that I've collected. I will show you those. I don't want to pick it up. I want to look at you. See? Look at this. This is the beginning of my aquarium. And also 2 pieces of titanium for no reason. Also, I have a grab trap. I feel like when a toddler's parents get home and they're just like, look what I made. I made this, and also we did this, and then we had peanut butter jelly. Alright. So I would love to make, I don't know if I want to make, I don't want to make glass right now. I know I need to make a wiring kit. What do I need to make for a computer chip? Okay, I think I can do that. I can't make a computer chip yet. But why not? I feel like I can. What's in my inventory? I have... I guess I should make copper wire then? Yes, I need to make copper wire. Nice. Alright, now we can make a computer chip. Okay, so this is cool. Because a computer chip becomes important for something that I want to make that I've already forgotten. The amount of organization... Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta go back. Do I need to be there when it lands? I don't want to make enameled glass. I learned about that. I can make a beacon. Ah, well that's not nearly as cool as I thought it was going to be. Actually, I guess it kind of is, because I've been aching for a map in this game. Alright. That's really what I want.
The builder, too, is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental
I want to keep that. I'm gonna drop off this business. We gotta go back, because the sun is about to win. I just want to make sure that there's room. Oh, this is my one. That's all. And that one has titanium. There's just so much titanium there. I feel like I'm wasting it when I leave it. But, no. Silly. Okay. Let's go to the sun beach. Why don't I see the beacon for the sunbeam? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I feel like this game is so gorgeous, sightseeing makes sense. Let's see how close we can get there. Although those freaky crab things do. I really do like having this seed lighter thing. This is a great part of the game. I'm not sure I would still play this game if it weren't for the seed lighter. But I suppose it wouldn't make it so big if you didn't have a seed lighter. Let's go above water for a minute. I can't believe I couldn't see that island from my pod. Like, I can see my pod from basically, well, I guess we're halfway-ish through. Unbelievable. Maybe it was just hiding behind the ship. Okay, I kind of want to stay not too deep, because I feel like there's a lot of things over this way that Pity me. Speaking of, I don't know how often you're supposed to save in this game, but it never reminds me to save, and that freaks me out. Hey, I think we're gonna beat the Sunbeam to landing. Nope, 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 nope. I feel like that crab saw me and was just like, lunch. And like, even worse than like trying to eat me, I feel like it would just like walk on me with its little legs, and I don't like the thought of that feeling. Don't like it. Nope. Nope. Okay. It looks like a broken tablet thing. Should have my scanner on. Oh, I didn't read the tablet before. I feel like that's a mistake on my part. Can I climb up here? I can't. Oops. We're gonna miss the landing. Oh no, it's over there. Okay, so just let me know if you see any of these crabs.
Survivor, we see you.
Yes!
Man, I don't know how you held out
Hi.
there. We broke an atmosphere and we're descending towards the landing site.
No creepy crawlies can get me while we're doing this,
Is
right?
that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it?
Is the building the problem?
Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching
Yeah,
down.
see if I just... Oh no! Is it a turret? Oh, that's
Coming
bad.
from the building?
Oh, that's terrible news.
Change
Oh
course.
no!
Set thrusters to full.
Oh no! Well, isn't that just the saddest story? That is... So, cool. This thing is actually a giant cannon. I'm glad I was here, though, to see that, because I would never have seen this thing and been... It didn't go back to normal. Okay. So, okay, there it goes. So that's sad. Is it calling all of the Leviathans? See, I kind of... Oh, that freaks me out. It's just the fish rolling. I kind of thought that maybe this building was like going to call all the Leviathans up, and all the Leviathans were going to show up, and they were just going to grab the ship out of orbit. But this giant cannon part of the story makes more sense for how I got here. So that's a bummer. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna... I can't decide if I should, like, stop and read these tablets and, like, hope one of those little skittery crab things doesn't show up. Or... This is convenient, at least. Eat too much, it'll be fine. Alright. Well, hopefully nothing super important happens while you're gone. So So what I'm gathering is the aliens really liked their water planet, and so they put a cannon on it to keep anyone who wanted to visit from visiting. Now, I'm pretty adept at this point of getting away from the scary fish, but I feel like, oh, I don't know what to do about the crab things. I saw another purple tablet up there, though. What's it like to fight a crab? I mean, it's just a crab, right? I see the purple tablet thing. Maybe I can, like, draw the crab out. Hey, crab. Come here. Welcome back. Advice on luring a crab out of the cave so I can get the purple tablet-y thing? Bad idea? What do the purple tablet-y things do? Oh, here he comes. I saved just before, so... You know what? We're just gonna go in... Guns blazing. Oh, oh. What? He didn't even try. I feel like he's just gonna jump right on my face. Did it explode? No, it didn't. Okay, it just kind of like went... Okay, alright. That's not the worst.
Remember the materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Lol. Okay. So if I... Where are you? I just want to get this purple tablet, okay? That's all. Please don't come up over the side. That would be creepy. Okay, I'm going. It's alright. It's just a jump scare. It's fine. So now, probably I want to go back into that cave. But, you know, I think I'm fine. I think I've adventured enough into the cave for today. How far can you drop into the water without, like, going splat? You know what we should do? We'll save again. It'll be fun. Here we go. There's definitely something terrible right there! I don't even want to look behind me. So yes, we're gonna call this island, we're gonna call it Australia, because everything wants to kill you. I just want to go home to my safe little pod, and I would bring all my cool stuff back, even though I didn't get all that much. And I want to see if there's anything else I can make, and I want to see if any of these purple tablet-y things make any sense, and also I probably should get some bladderfish. We're just going to do safe, simple things. Things that don't stress us out. This is one of the reasons I don't play 7 Days alone. Also one of the reasons that, like, Halo is pretty much, it pretty well tops out my, like, jump scare and, any level of fear-based games. I'm not going to call it horror. Thrill. Because obviously, I don't really think that I would definitely not classify Halo as a horror game, despite how much I was once scared by it at times. I don't know, man, it just stresses.
30 seconds.
Oh man, see more limestone. Funky down. like all the groaniness. Like they really do a great job. Like this game is beautiful. Like they do a great job building the ambience. Like I feel just okay. I don't feel just as scared right now as I would have if I was really alone in the ocean. But I feel like I could start to imagine just exactly how scared I would be. Let's see if we caught any bladderfish. Nope, no bladderfish, but I guess I can cure a bunch of you now. I don't want to ride this chicken anymore. Now, I feel like they wouldn't do this to me. But is there a possibility that if I catch these things, oh shoot. No, not what I want. I just dropped you, bro. Like if I catch these things and then I leave them on the line, so to speak, too long, is it gonna like, die? I don't know. So I guess the answer is no. I can't build a base yet because there's too much to do. I'm just gonna have to live in this pod forever.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached.
Uh-oh.
We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to date to bank.
Okay, I guess we can go there. That's cool. Will there be leviathans? I don't know. But at this point, I kind of feel like I want to be carrying like more med packs. I don't want to cure any bladderfish. First, let's make water, just so I don't forget. Then we're gonna cure a bunch of things. I can't decide if like just climbing the learning curve of this game and like being able to recognize that there's salt on the ground is what has happened, or if I am just finding more salt because I'm exploring more. Probably a combination of both. Alright, so first we'll eat some stuff. I don't even really need to eat, but you know, they're gonna go bad, and I need the water. A whole fish, that's exciting. So these are all cured, and I can bring them with me, so that's cool. And then I've got a water, and alright. So my purple tablets I can't apparently do anything with, but that makes no sense. Purple tablet. So I can just make purple tablets. With ion cubes, which seems like a thing I'll probably get, and diamonds. And I have a diamond. I remember getting that and feeling vaguely excited before getting scared by something else. But I guess we're gonna go to the general area. Cave bush. I guess we'll go to the general area of the distress call if that's what shows up. Ooh. That's exciting. Alien data, purple tablet. Despite the onboard power still functioning. Okay, so ancient aliens really like their water planet. Placed a cannon on the planet to protect it. I assume there's something exciting here that we find. But, you know. I guess we should make a storage container just for the tablets, right? Does that seem like a thing people would do? I'm gonna do it. To open a thing. So I should carry a purple tablet with me? It freaks me out every time. Alright. Go ahead, locker. Oh, I forgot to look at this. I guess we'll put that in there too. And, you know, we should probably make more batteries, which means we need more acid shrooms. I have no problem collecting acid shrooms. For a very long time. That was all I could collect. Battery. So we'll bring a few of these along. We'll check out, oh, I thought I must have more copper in here. That gold, copper. I guess we'll make one more battery. And then we'll try and collect more copper later. This is good. Now, hey, it's daytime. It's less creepy when it's daytime. And that really makes me happy. Am I carrying my fire extinguisher with me? Oh yeah, I understand why. Guess if we find something cool, we can always just do it. Let's see. Guess we should catch a fair amount of bladderfish and make a bunch of water. Since we're here. So what I've learned in a recent past here is that I have been afraid of all the things that I shouldn't necessarily be afraid. So there's that little fish that like explodes when you go into its cave, and like, I understand if somebody just came into my house when I was sleeping, I probably would explode in a different way. But like, it's kind of a bad defense mechanism. It makes no sense. It's like bees. Like, their defense mechanism is to just stick, you know, like they sting you and then they rip their whole back end off trying to get away. And like, that just seems anti-self-preservating. Anti-self-preservation, anti-self. And like, I get it, bees are part of a colony and it's all for the greater good. But I feel like ants are allowed to bite and they're part of a colony too, so. Oh man, it's dark again already. Let's go make some water and breathe. Alright. There really needs to be like a crafting queue. Like, I've played enough crafting based games that this business of like, let's keep making it over and over again would just not be a real thing. Like, even a 3D printer allows you to have a queue of some sort, so long as you change the settings and everything. Like, this is some high-tech shit we have in this boat, and they're not letting us do the very basic thing of like, hey, print 3 copies of this water. Like, that to me feels like somebody missed the boat on being efficient. Let's see. So now, what are we gonna do? So that island is actually on the other side of that of the ship, okay? Right? Of the Aurora? Is that what I'm? And then this is where there were shallows. Read all this business. Okay. So I guess we'll just go and explore things. Considering that the like, so that's just gonna give me titanium. It's cool. But it's not what I need. I guess I could start building like a piece of a base. Those kind of feel like slides at a water park. Let's just go through the giant tubey thing. Oh, dude. And you know what? I think we have enough glass. We should build a habitat. We should do that. We have a habitat builder. Oh, look, more titanium. So here's all the acid shrooms that I collected and then got rid of. So this is fun. I think we're going to build one thing for the habitat with the habitat builder, and then I think we're going to end tonight. What's your probably okay, so this is the part where we learn how to use the habitat builder, which is cool. Oh, okay. So that went way better than I thought it was going to be. So I have a feeling that, like, I can build a compartment. That's exciting. I can't build a multi-purpose room yet. So probably I should be able to build a multi-purpose room before I start building all these other things. Does that feel? Yeah. That's probably. But I can build an aquarium, and that is cool. Can I pack up my aquarium again after I've built it? Wow, there's so many things I can build. A wall locker. That's something I want. I don't need a radio. Can I put another wall locker in here? It's probably going to tell you no. Because this is the tiniest pod ever, so that's sad. That's also not doable. Well, this is exciting that I can do this, but I probably need the multi-purpose thing. I can make a sign. I'm just going to be rolling in the alien containment, a ladder. I'm going to be so much cooler once I get all this stuff. Like, we're basically going to have, like, I'm not going to go full on Chuck E. Cheese and say that, like, it would be that cool, but I think that we could get to, like, a McDonald's play place level with this stuff. What I don't think I can do usefully at the moment is anything without the multi-purpose room, because then I feel like there's just nowhere to store all my stuff. So I think we're just gonna have to, we might just have to end here. So I did that, I've got a computer chip. What did I want to build a computer chip for? You know what, I completely forgot about building the compass ages ago. I feel like that would help. don't have any silver. I guess we'll put it on the list for next time. I think we're going to have to end this stream. Alright, so the Sunbeam landed. We found out that there's a giant alien gun. We saw a really big scary fish that may or not have been leviathans. We saw super creepy crab things. We saw new trees. We found out there's islands here. We found out there's stuff to eat on the island. We collected a mushroom from the island. And we saw the super creepy crab things. I think that's kind of a lot. Oh, alien can... Okay, see, I was going to put all my alien eggs into an aquarium, so I guess that doesn't work. But yeah, I'll make an aquarium. And a containment. Later. Another day. It's going to be great. We're going to do such a great job next time. Yeah, I think we'll explore the island some more next time. I think that we'll try and get a compass going next time. Maybe we'll set a beacon for some exciting things. It's going to be cool. Alright. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. This has been fun. I will see you next time.